be together again today. I'm Beth.
I'm Caden.
I'm Ava. Today we're going to have so much fun. We're going to have another dance.
Awesome.
For our craft today, we're going to be making magpies.
Brilliant. So you need to get together the materials that are scrolling across the bottom of your screen right now. And we are going to have a story that is read to us this morning by Sue. And guess what? It's about a magpie. Enjoy.
Hello Superstars, it's good to be together again today. My name is Sue and I'm excited to be able to share with you a story from Animal Tales with you this session. The story is called The Magpie's Tale. Jesus and Zacchaeus. Hello, I'm a magpie and I live in this sycamore tree. You see the gold ring I'm holding in my beak? I found it. Well, I pinched it really. I used to have lots of stolen things in this nest. Not anymore. Let me tell you the story. It all began yesterday afternoon. It's a hot day and I'm sitting out of the sun guarding my stolen treasure. Suddenly I hear the sound of people laughing. Down below is a large crowd gathering. Well, that's odd. Usually nothing much happens round here in the afternoons. The people have lined up along the street. They seem to be waiting for someone. I wonder who it is. Must be important. Look, even Zacchaeus has come out to see. He's the short fat man who lives in the big house on the corner. Nobody likes him much. He collects taxes. They say he's a cheat. Zacchaeus is too short to see over the crowd. He's trying to push his way to the front, but he's too fat to squeeze through and the people won't let him past. They're pretending not to notice him at all. Nobody likes Zacchaeus. Now he's coming over to my tree. He's climbing up to get a better view, but his short legs won't reach the branches. He's puffing and panting and going red in the face. Quickly, the important man may be here soon. Go on, Zacchaeus, you can do it. Just in time, Zacchaeus scrambles into the tree. The crowd starts to cheer and everyone presses forward. Hooray! Here comes Jesus! I can just see his face through the leaves. But who is Jesus? He doesn't look important at all. Doesn't look like a king or a general. By the look of him, he's not rich. Just looks like an ordinary man. Jesus walks up to my tree, stops and looks up through the branches. Perhaps he spotted my treasure sparkling in the sun. Does he know I stole it? What does he want? Zacchaeus, come down, says Jesus with a laugh. I'd like to stay at your house today. Zacchaeus nearly fell off the branch. What a surprise! Why would anyone want to stay with Zacchaeus? Nobody likes Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus climbs down and Jesus says hello. It's all very strange. He speaks to Zacchaeus like an old friend. The crowd don't like it at all. Why choose Zacchaeus? He's a cheat and a thief, says one woman. Now Zacchaeus speaks out loud for everyone to hear. I'm going to give half of everything I own away, he says, and everyone I've cheated, I'll pay back 4 times over. The people are amazed. What's happened to Zacchaeus? He's like a different man. Since then, I've taken back everything I stole. The things from my nest have been turning up all over town. This golden ring is all that's left. I pinched it from the big house on the corner. Zacchaeus left it on the windowsill. He'll be pleased to get it back, I should think. I hope you enjoyed that story. I thought it was really amazing how Zacchaeus meeting Jesus caused him to give back half of everything he owned, and if he cheated anybody, he promised to give them 4 times as much back. Jesus changed Zacchaeus from a cheat to a generous man. And the magpie seemed to have learned a lesson too, didn't he?
Thank you, Sue. I really love the story of Zacchaeus.
There is so much that we can actually learn from that story, isn't there, about Jesus, but also about ourselves. So if we think about Zacchaeus for a minute, what kind of a person was Zacchaeus like?
He was a tax collector.
Yeah.
And he was a fraud.
Why was he a fraud?
Because he stole people's money.
That's true. He took people's money. He took more than he should have. So how do you think that people felt about him, Ave?
I don't think people would have liked him very much if they took their money.
So let's try and imagine that we have gone to go and see something, a big celebration in our town, and we're there, we've got our spot, we're ready to see, and then this person who's stolen from us pushes through and is trying to get past us. Do you think that we would really let him through? Would we be happy to do that?
I don't think I would let someone who's stolen off me, I don't think I'd let them take my space.
Now, that's tricky, isn't it? Because is that the right attitude? If we don't let them through, have we got the right attitude? We haven't, have we?
No.
And Jesus shows us that, because do you think Jesus knew he was a tax collector?
Yeah.
Okay, because Jesus is God, isn't he, on earth, and so Jesus knows lots of things. So Jesus probably knew he was a tax collector. Do you think Jesus knew he was cheating?
Yes, probably.
Do you think Jesus probably knew that people didn't like him?
Yes.
Ah, right, but who does Jesus choose to hang out with? Zacchaeus or the people on the street?
Zacchaeus.
How do you think the people on the street felt when they're there watching and Jesus walks by and he says to Zacchaeus, "Hey Zacchaeus, I'm coming to your house"?
They probably felt very jealous.
Right. And I'd feel a bit jealous if somebody was a bit mean and they seemed to be getting the attention and I wasn't. I think I'd be a bit like, oh, that's not really very fair. Ava, why do you think Jesus chose to hang out with Zacchaeus?
Because Zacchaeus just wasn't a nice guy, and Zacchaeus, he had this sickness called sin.
And do we all have that?
Yeah.
We do, don't we? But we know we can take that to Jesus and we can say, "Jesus, I'm so sorry." But Zacchaeus hadn't done that yet, had he? So Jesus went to go and hang out with this guy, Zacchaeus, who was sick with his sin. He was very selfish and he thought mainly about himself. And actually Jesus says, "I haven't come to be with the well, I have come to be with the sick." So what happens to Zacchaeus? We all know the answer to that story, but just tell me very quickly, what happens to Zacchaeus? Does he stay sick and in his sin, or does something else happen?
He changes and he gives back 4 times more than what he stole from people.
And that is amazing, isn't it? And it just shows everybody, and it still shows us thousands of years later, how powerful Jesus' love is. He can change even somebody who is kind of really bad and really unhelpful. He can change them and he can set them free. Now we are going to sing a song about that. We are going to worship God, and Ava is going to lead us in a dance, so you can join in with her if you want. And we are going to sing about, "Oh, happy day when Jesus washed my sins away."
Across the empty grave, life eternal.
is such a cool song, isn't it? Oh, happy day, you washed my sins away. Now we have got another craft done for us by Gemma, and the video instructions will come up here, and we're going to have a go at doing it here on our table. So everybody enjoy. Thank you, Gemma, over to you.
How to make the memo magpie. You will need sellotape, glue, clothespeg, pen, scissors, a cup to draw around, and 2 pieces of card. Take your card and fold it in half. Then take your pen lid to mark out where you're going to fold the next part of your card. Fold the card together. Open it back out and make sure that both folds fold inside the card. Take your pen and draw your magpie's body. Cut out the body. Ask an adult for help. Take your glue and stick one of the folds. Stick them together. This will create a triangle shape. Take your other card and draw round your cup. This will be the magpie's head. Then draw a triangle. This will be the magpie's beak. Cut them out. Take your glue and stick your beak onto the magpie's head. Take your excess card and draw a circle to make an eye. You need 2 eyes. Cut them out. Take your pen and draw the inside of the eye. Take your glue and stick the eyes onto the magpie's head. Take your magpie's body and draw 2 wings on either side. You can colour them in how you like. Add little detail to make it look like feathers. Take your clothespeg and your sellotape and stick this onto the body. Do this in the middle so you're still able to make the peg open and close. Take your magpie's head, turn it over and stick the peg to the magpie's head. Ask an adult for help here. Well done, your magpie's finished. Now you can write a message and the magpie will hold it in its mouth.
Yay! Thank you so much, Gemma, that was awesome. What did you want to show us?
Your magpie can even carry messages.
Whoa, and then drop them. I'll find
Yeah.
that in a minute, Caden. So I think that's about all we've got time for today. It has been so fun to hang out with you, to learn more about Jesus and worship Him together. So we will see you next week for more Superstars fun. But remember, you guys, you were
Born to shine!